Hey everyone. All right, I want to do a little talk about the pendants, and I'm going to talk about the orgone inside the pendants this time. The orgone is a combination of the metals and the crystals and sometimes different components inside them, but it's a combination of these. Orgone is a word that was coined by a gentleman named Wilhelm Reich. Wilhelm Reich was, he worked alongside with Sigmund Freud. Sigmund Freud, which most of you know, had handpicked Wilhelm Reich to be his successor, so he was to take over his line of thought and continue Freud's work. But somewhere along the course of their relationship, they parted ways. Their thoughts diverged. Freud went on his way, which many of us know about. Wilhelm Reich, not a lot of us know about, but he went on his own way, a very interesting field of thought. And what he coined was a word called orgone. And orgone is called by many different names, I think, around the world. He called it orgone. Many cultures call it prana. A lot of cultures call it chi. There's many different names for it, but essentially what it is life force energy. You know, in the East they work with chi. You can do Tai Chi and movements of the energy. People breathe prana, they breathe the chi. He called it orgone, and he found a way of measuring it. He also found a way of accumulating it. So he found that by putting organic and inorganic materials together, it would attract and accumulate this orgone and have denser patches of orgone. And what he found was that where there was dense orgone accumulation or dense life force energy accumulation, healing and different types of human experiences, beneficial human experiences would happen. So he designed these orgone accumulation rooms, which were rooms that people would sit in. And they would come from all over the world, and they would be healed of whatever it was that they had, whether it was cancers or what have you. And he was having phenomenal success until he bumped in with the medical association, and just like many of the technologies and many of the healings that came about during his time that bumped in with the medical association, he was shut down. All of his work was destroyed, and he ended up dying in prison. So nonetheless, a lot of the information of what he was doing survived. It's a fascinating story. You can study Wilhelm Reich, look up orgone. Anyways, what I've done is I've taken the idea of this orgone and I've put it inside the pendants. They're orgone generators, so they're generating this life force energy. Orgone has many wonderful side effects, I guess you could call them. Again, you can look for it, everything from just feeling good to healings to whatever happening. Reduces a lot of the electromagnetic smog around us. So, you know, the energies from computers, from TVs that are affecting us, from cell phone towers, all of these things, orgone has the ability to create a life force energy instead of that destructive energy field coming down on it, and it counters those kind of fields. So it's a very powerful substance. I've been working with it for a long time, having a lot of wonderful effects with it. A lot of people noticed the orgone in their dreams. When I was making orgone devices before, a lot of people would report that they were noticing their dreams changing quite a bit. It was a very powerful dream enhancer. And many other effects from it. So what I've done is I've taken the idea of the orgone, this life force energy, and I've combined it in the pendants with the ormus. If you watch the other video, you'll see the white powder gold, or the ormus, which is the information field, which contains all of the information of this world. And so what I'm doing is I'm creating the orgone field around the ormus, and this is potentizing, like it's creating a strong field and allowing that information pattern inside the ormus to be accessible by the body in an energetic fashion. So those two technologies combined, using other crystals and coils and many other things, sacred geometries and what have you that I use inside the pendants, but those two main things are the main core technologies inside the pendants. And I believe that they work phenomenal together, just having wonderful success with them. And I'm looking forward to having you try them, and hopefully you have a wonderful experience with them, and hopefully they become a wonderful tool for you in your journey. So if you have any questions about the pendants or any of the technologies that I use in them, you're welcome to contact me. And I look forward to talking to you all. Bye.